kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 20. Line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Longhorns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on. He's got it, first down and more. Speeding down the left side. Running inside the 20. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's John. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Aggies! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Football with the run. Turning it on. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, at this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today. But it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the...
Looking deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with his 7-0 lead. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Looking for a man. It's John. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Quick completion to the right. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover zero, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the Longhorns trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's loose. The ball's loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over NC State. any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's John. Got a man, it's Hendrickson. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
From the gun, the running back has it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Hendrickson. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. We reach the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. The give on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quarterback may change this route. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Longhorns will try to pick it up on 4th down. A run for the quarterback. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, they did the hard work. Nice job being physical, getting that 4th down and short, and now you got 4 chances from the 1-yard line. This offense is in great position. Shoot, I'm probably going to come back to the same exact play.
The Longhorns are on the move. Quarterback making adjustments. Gets the back moving. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Here comes the heat. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Ball's on the 16, and they need 6 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's John. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Good game on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sidelines. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Motion from the back. Now on the option. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They're trying to slam it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Wants to go up top. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's John. Right down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Caught over the middle. It's Manziel. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on 3rd down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game conditions. Great job with the timing, great job with the depth and the route. Nice work between those two.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess. Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting the backfield, making the play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's John. Under fire. Grab near the marker. It's Key. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Pulls it and fires to the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's John. Get it out on the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Little shovel pass to the running back. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to swing it on second down. He put some heat on that one down the middle. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The play action fake. He lets it fly. Makes the catch on the left. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Toss sweep right. Oh, he's got some space. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Horns are up, and the eyes of Texas are focused on building the lead against the Aggies.
And the Horns are capturing this momentum. Listen, a lot of angst, a lot of nervousness early in the game, Palmer, but now Texas in this rivalry game taking over.
Yeah, you're right. Hook 'em right now. They're just enforcing their will in this game. They're the more physical team at this point. Texas A&M, they've got an uphill battle here.
Comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by...
Trying to beat the D deep. Snatches it on the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Texas A&M going up tempo. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it.
He caught it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback. Yeah,
it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's DeMarco. Hits it with a stiff arm. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He rifles one deep to the left. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got his man. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. He might want another play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure coming. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Second and long. Looking to pass. It's John. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to pass on second down. It's complete on the right side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses would get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field shrinking is harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking for a man. It's John. Oh, they're after him. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Gonna take a shot. Snags it on the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hurley. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Just steamrolling the defense. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Trying to get it in. And they will score. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He's got him this time. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Aggies want to crank the tempo. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Takes his shot. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
The Longhorns have it in scoring position on first and goal. Looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Got his man quickly. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. They'll send the back in motion. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the pummeling has started. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Texas A&M offense is back on the field. The last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Pocket breaking down. Trying to find his man in the middle. Hauls it in down the sideline. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. He's now over 150 yards receiving, and the Aggies ready to go whoop.
Yeah, ready to go whoop, ready to celebrate. They're excited. And listen, when you can find these playmakers that you feature and you consistently feature, this is when Aggies go nuts. They go crazy because their offenses are fun, exciting.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Aggies!
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
They'll line up to go for 2. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Texas A&M going quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Caught. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this dude.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him. That's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front. And they definitely struggled on that play.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That ball is caught past the marker, but he is out of bounds, and it'll be fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. To the air on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Aggies. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They'll line up to go for two. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Zings it complete to the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man, when you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Rides the back and leaves it. Just plowing ahead. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
They'll leave it with him. Got room to work.
I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Slips a tackle. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Motion from the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They'll run the screen. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants a big play here late.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they're definitely playing the deep.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking up and getting the victory over the Aggies. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.